Boogie popping the crew.
Oh, yeah. Crew.
Boogie popping with crew. Boogie popping the crew. Boogie popping the crew. Boogie pop with the crew. How's that? You like that? That's a nice little opening.
We haven't filmed in 3 weeks. They don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that. I don't know why you said it. For all they know, this coming the day after. You know what I'm saying? We're just postponing.
We had 3 movie nights, I think, since the last episode. And I'm sorry. We fucked up.
There's been a lot going on.
But we got a lot to talk about.
For sure.
Where should we start, though? Because we have so many options for titles to choose from.
Let's start with where, because it's going to be the quickest because we watched it the first out of all of them. Let's start with Speak No Evil.
Okay, so yeah. We're doing like a horror themed for October.
Yes.
We did Him,
yes,
which is a psychological thriller.
Unless you want to start recap on Him, and we can get into.
I mean, we talked about Him in the last one.
Yeah.
The whole episode is about
we'll,
So after Him, we watched
Speak No Evil.
I'm gonna need you to talk about this one because you like James, and I always forget the name.
Let's just, before I get into like how I fuck with James McAvoy, there's 3 actors. There's 3 actors, in my opinion, that are like amazing in everything they go in. There's more than 3, but for me, there's like 3 off the top of my head, and that's James McAvoy.
It's your favorites?
Yeah.
Or
favorites,
objectively,
and also they don't miss.
Oh, okay.
Miss. James McAvoy, Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm gonna throw Will Smith in there too, but After Earth, he was great. Just the movie wasn't that great.
Or Blight.
I don't even think I watched Blight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to watch Blight.
It's eventually, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
But I heard that was not good as well.
But like those 3 though.
What did you watch with my mom?
Gemini Man. Gemini Man wasn't that bad.
I still have yet to watch it. This man watched a movie with my mom.
She was playing it. She's like, "You want to watch it?"
It makes no sense without any context. But you did watch it with you, my mom, my sister, right?
Did Liz watch it?
Liz and maybe my dad a little bit.
Yeah, your dad might have fell asleep. If he was watching it with us, your dad might have fell asleep.
He does love I Am Legend though.
I
think he would say that's top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah, for good reason. We can go on that. We can go down that list at some point.
That's a Will Smith episode for sure.
Top 10 movies of all time.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Because
we could do a top 10 soon, and then in like a year from now, see if it's changed.
For sure.
So maybe next episode
we should low key. We should do an all time, and then we should also do a branch to where animated movies are separated from live movies. And
we could do a tier list or a ranking.
Sure, we could do a bracket.
A bracket, yeah. We could do a bracket.
How about that?
That would be cool.
See if y'all agree with the bracket, because we did an anime bracket.
Won't.
We did an anime bracket.
They won't. And
argumentatively, it went away. I went and re-looked at that bracket. I think Fairy Tail beat One Piece. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
It did, yeah.
Dragon Ball lost to Naruto. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
It was not the right group.
Fucking, there were some things in there that was heavy questionable, and then there were some things in there where I was like, I could have added different animes because it wasn't, you know what I'm saying. But that was just a shonen list. We didn't even get to the seinen list, the isekai list, or any of those. But yeah, let's get back on task. But yeah, Speak No Evil is what we watched. Had James McAvoy. James McAvoy is one of my favorite actors. And he just don't fucking miss. The first thing I've ever seen him in that I can recall is the one with the gun. The one with the gun. The one where he curves the bullet. I can't remember the name of that for some reason. Every time I go to speak of it, I can't remember it. But when I'm like, Wanted, that's what it is. That's what it's called. With Angelina Jolie, I believe, in it. And I was about to say Denzel Washington. I'm about to mix up my niggas. Morgan Freeman. That's who it is. Morgan Freeman in that bitch.
Don't mix up them two. Do not.
But yeah, like that was the first thing I seen him in. And I was like, yo, dude, kind of dope. And then I seen him in, like, I can't remember the movie right after. But the more I seen him, the more I was like, yo, I like this actor. Yo, I fuck with this actor. And like, I think it hit a certain threshold. I seen him in like movies back to back. I think it was after the Split.
Was
I
he
still
like?
haven't fully seen Split.
Was he like young in those movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
he looks
loved
far
Split.
different.
Yeah.
Than he does now.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have as much weight back then.
Yeah, exactly. He was skinny. He was real skinny. Now he's ever since I believe ever since Split, he's been kind of more built. And
yeah.
I think there was the movie he did, and it isn't that well known. I don't think. I can't remember the name of it. Where if you know the movie, he dresses up like a woman towards the end. Like the plot twist is he's been his wife parading in the streets. I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
But he's a detective and he's trying to. I fucking forgot the plot. I'll be honest. It wasn't his greatest movie, but it was one of those movies for me that solidified like me actually genuinely loving him as an actor and being a fan of his. So it was like, oh, his name's attached to it. I'm watching it. You know, that's really what it means to me of being a fan of anyone. It's like, oh, your name's attached to it. I'm gonna listen to it. Like J. Cole. J. Cole features on this. I'm like, I don't really mess with that artist. I don't know him at all. But J. Cole's on it. I'm listening to it. I'm a fan. But that's what I am for James McAvoy, Denzel Washington, and Leonardo DiCaprio, and Will Smith. But like I said, Will Smith movies aren't always bangers. But you got Leo in it. I'm gonna watch it. Like the newest movie coming out. I forgot what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
What that's called.
Where about his daughter?
Yeah.
I was told that was very, very good.
It already came out?
Yes.
I ain't watching it.
I think it's in theaters right now.
That sneeze got me all sounding all nasally now.
I think this is like my third James movie.
Yeah.
And he's really good.
Okay. First one. What was your thought on the first one?
The first what?
First James McAvoy movie you seen.
Oh, it was X-Men.
And what'd you think?
I didn't think anything of him.
What do you think about
he
him
was
being
cool.
Charles?
I was like, Patrick. What's his name? Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
I was such a Patrick Stewart diehard fan.
Yeah.
That I was like, who's this new guy? And then I didn't hate him. I just said, who's this new guy?
Yeah.
Because I like Patrick Stewart for like he's in Star Trek. He's a voice actor in Oblivion. He's like multiple roles that I think he's cool in. So then I just saw him as Charles. So when he brought it, but this was like back then I loved X-Men, like X-Men before Avengers.
I think almost every kid did.
Yeah, X-Men was like way better than Avengers. It was like
especially
it was like X-Men and Spider-Man.
Especially when fucking we had Toby and Logan.
Yeah. And all the
Toby
old.
And Logan. I called like
call him by
his first name, his actual name, and then call Hugh Jackman by his character name. He is fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, he's Wolverine. Yeah. But I saw James. I was like, oh, cool. But I liked all the other actors as well because there were so many. So they just all like jumbled together. But then I saw, I want to say the next movie I saw, you either had to be with you or I just randomly watched something. So I can't remember what it is. Did I watch another one with you with James McAvoy?
You know what he's in? Which one? What'd you say? Another one with me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but you know what he's in? Narnia.
Oh, then that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably first.
Yeah,
but then I didn't know who he was. But
he was the goat nigga.
Yeah. Was he like a teenager?
I don't know what
Or
he
20
was
or something?
that year.
That man was young.
He was young.
I guess it was Narnia and then X-Men.
Yeah, he was in Narnia before X-Men had to be.
And then jump to now he's like insanely buff. Because he played those two characters, right? Yeah. And then you brought up something interesting and you were like, he only plays psychopaths or something. And I was like, this my only context of him was the two roles he pretty much did not play a psychopath. And I was like, are you sure?
It's because I
was like, I feel like his most popular child roles are like the smart guy and the whimsy guy and like the like.
But he does have a very
his newer roles,
diabolical look about him. Almost sinister.
He plays like serious roles. He's definitely not like a comedian or like some goofy guy.
Yeah, and he doesn't try to be. You know
and he just excels at.
But there's an attention in which he brings in when he does like act. That's why when we were bringing this up when we got into Speak No Evil, when we first got into the movie of Speak No Evil, it felt like everybody in the cast was just there. But when James spoke in the movie, it was like you're attentive.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was like he was coding the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? And you're looking for something.
I think I want to say that was like I don't want to say that was like big actor stealing the spotlight, but it seems like the director like meant for that as well. Yeah. I hope to think that because it seemed like he like had the manipulative. This character had like the manipulative power play over everyone, like even us.
But it also gave you,
like even the viewer,
the
like
main reason I feel like for us at least, because this is how we get towards people that seem unstable.
Yeah,
especially emotionally, is we pay more attention to them because you're not exactly sure what's going to happen, you know? And that's what his character gave us, the beginning to end of the movie. So when he spoke, it was like, you know what I'm saying? What's happening? What's going on? It's like you meet somebody at the fucking, you meet someone at the fucking gas station, you know what I'm saying? They're talking to you and they don't know how to give you space when they're talking. And it's like you want to be polite. You want to be like, oh, yeah. But they find their way to keep coming near you. And, you know what I'm saying? For me, I draw the line at touching. You touch me and then I'll be like, all right, chill out. I don't know you. You don't know me. You go any further across this boundary, it'll be an issue. But people that get very friendly very quickly and very personal very quickly is like that. You know what I'm saying? That was his character. And like,
yeah, it's like you're either trying to those are the people who either trying to sell me something or you're trying to like get something out of me in any way. Exactly. A lot of people talk and they got nothing in their eyes.
And like suffocating.
But he had he had intention.
Very suffocating. Because it was like at the same time it was like his way or no way. It's like, this is the way of life. This is the way to live. You got to live like this. If you don't live like this, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
So is the title Speak No Evil just like the easiest pun for like what he does in the movie? Because he does that to every kid. Could you explain the premise?
Yeah.
But like if this was IMDb.
Well, there's a couple things. Because they kept referring to like how they hated lies. What it mainly is like you go in, you get, you know what I'm saying, you get shown this family going on vacation. They happen to meet another family on vacation. The wife and the husband are going through something. There was some illicit photos found in one of the other's phone, and you know, it was like, oh, da da da, bada bada boom, bada boom, bada ba. A lot of things happen. Then turns out, you know, I'm not gonna give the twist away. Just know Speak No Evil is a good movie. I gave you very vague details.
Yeah, this is a movie podcast where we don't talk about the movie. We just
yeah, like we could talk about the movie actually, but I'd rather just tell you how I felt about it and you go watch it your damn self.
ideally they watched it too, but at this episode we fucking watched 3 movies.
Yeah. We need to start doing that though. We need to be like, all right, we're gonna watch
like
this
community
movie.
post.
Yeah. I'm working on something like that, guys. Stay tuned. But yeah, motherfucker. But yeah,
Speaking of Evil was really good. It made me really think a lot about like psychological aspects more than some other movies. As people, how they talked, little slight insights on how they manipulate you.
Power.
Yeah, the main character. The main characters was a family, so a mom, dad, and a little girl, and the mom was very powerful. But I think that was to show like throughout the movie she had a lot of doubts, and it kind of like came out as frustration, which I really liked. And the dad just like being shocked.
You can and as you were saying, you can see a lot of the undertones of like the speak no evil part within the movie. You just have to spot it in a sense. There was a couple times where we're watching it and we went and we heard James McAvoy's character say something in a certain way, and we go, "What was that?" Like what Leonardo DiCaprio's meme. Right there? You know what I'm saying?
It would, but like evil intent.
Yeah, and we knew where it was heading. But it's you'll catch a lot of that, a lot of the like the lies that were There's the one scene that I am gonna say just because it was funny, but at the same time disturbing in a sense of how it was portrayed, especially because how James portrayed it. But initially, before when they first met, they were like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" And James McAvoy's character's like, "I'm a doctor."
Yeah.
And they're telling, and then later down in line, was it a wife? Yeah, it was the wife. She had cut herself with the knife, cutting something, and she's like, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do?" And the husband goes to help, and he's like, "Yo, what should we do with this, or do you have this, or do you?" It was something like around that line. He's like, nah, why would I do anything? He's like, "Cause you're a doctor, right?" He's like, no, I'm not a doctor. And like it just went dead silent in the movie. Actually, they're like, "You told us you were a doctor." He's like, I'm just insecure. When people ask me what I do for work, and he's like, just play it. I am a doctor. Come on, let me look at it.
That was like actually like top 10 greatest betrayal in a movie I've ever heard, because he said it,
and he said it casually. I'm not a doctor.
I remember when he said, she got cut, and he was like, help us, like help us, and James was like, what am I supposed to help with? Like really clueless.
Yeah.
Genuinely clueless, like, and curious, like what's wrong? And then he was like, "Are you not a doctor?" And the wife was confused, and then the wife who cut herself was confused, and he was like, "No, I'm really not." Like, and then you saw the instant like shame, like he's like, "I've been caught. I'm not a doctor. I just tell this because I want people to, I'm scared. I'm embarrassed. This," and I felt so hurt. Because I was like, oh, this is where like we take a turn for the worst or something in this type of genre of movie. And then he goes, "Nah, I'm just kidding."
What?
And that shit hurt even more because I'm like, oh wait, now he actually is a doctor. Now I'm more scared because he just played with you like that.
Yeah.
And now that he is a doctor, it just opened up.
And then that scene.
That is like the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like that feeling.
Yeah. But also the scene during twice. They showed it. They had the song played twice. I still don't know the meaning of that. We didn't do a deep dive. Maybe we should into certain movies.
What song was it?
I don't know. But it was the song I played in the car when they were going out after they initially left the first time. Yeah,
it was an old country song.
Yeah. And he's like, what friends just leave without saying anything, and they're driving, and like the song's playing, and like you can hear the song because this is they're specifically wanting you to know the song. He's singing along, and then they go out the car. They have this bonding moment. They're screaming out into the field. He tells shit. It's coming back to me. He tells the husband, or the husband tells James McAvoy's character everything that's happening, and then after that, James McAvoy's character starts acting way more frivolous towards his wife after finding out that.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking crazy. But and then the song plays again towards the more climactic scenes, and when everything's getting kind of crazy and all the troops are out and you know everything. And I think the way you implement music in movies really work. So when y'all watch it, look for that song, look for the way they used it, and really immerse yourself in that. Because I really liked how they used the song. I didn't know the song, but it had some, it had that meaning to it in a sense.
Yeah. The lyrics.
Let's move on to the next one.
I do want to talk about Lucy a little bit.
Yeah.
We watched that last week. Speak No Evil, I give it like 8.5.
Oh yeah.
A lot of these movies we're gonna watch is like 8.5.
Lucy's probably the worst.
Lucy's a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Just because that ending really, I don't mind it, but it changes some things. I did have an interesting thought about Lucy because I hope a lot of people have watched Lucy. If you haven't, it's how anime live action shows should be.
Yeah, I thought
in a way it's very Akira-esque.
Yeah, very Akira-esque.
What I hear,
I thought it was based off F a lot the whole time, but you
watch
watch it and you realize it isn't.
My guess, from what I know about all of these, is seems like it's a trio of Akira, Elfen Light, and Perfect Blue, all in one, but live action with Scarlett Johansson, Morgan Freeman. It seems like that's the mixture because you're getting a lot of. At the beginning, it showed. I don't know if this makes Scarlett like an extra good actor, but when she was acting like helpless in the beginning, she started off like weaker, helpless, and kind of like a victim in this situation. I didn't believe it. But then she takes a drug. This whole movie is about drugs, like some special kind of blue crack or whatever. Some superpower. Lately, huh? Yeah. Some superpower drugs. And then she just turns into like this like almighty superhero, supervillain machine.
Then unlocking the 100% of your brain,
which is where the whole I think they started this like question. And I think a lot of people grew up thinking this is where like this
that we only
is where, because that Morgan Freeman clip goes around a lot of we only unlock 10% of our brain. This. And that's where this comes from, because Morgan Freeman in the movie studies like how that works. Yeah. And
side note, just to put it out there, if 100% of us unlocking our brain makes us omnipotent,
that's where I have a problem.
Because that's basically what Lucy
That's where I have a problem.
She became one with everything after unlocking all that she could in her brain. There's one thing to do when you unlocking certain parts of your brain and becoming telekinetic. I can see that at 100%.
You did a crazy jump ahead.
At 100%, not at 20, not at 40.
It was like she was jumping. The whole movie was like the more drugs she used, the less life she had, but the more power she could use of just her brain, which unlocked all the physical attributes somehow, like moving matter, reacting to like electricity and changing like waves, actual waveforms in the world.
Yeah.
And she was at what, like 20, less than 30%. She was like, I can do simple things like be on your phone. And then she would pop up on the phone, computer, radio, lamp, TV. I'm like, that's simple things? That is little things?
This is ridiculous.
And then she just kept getting smarter and smarter and smarter. But everything was semi based off of reality.
Hey, Noah's main thing By the way, this is Noah. My name is James. We never mentioned that.
Oh yeah, welcome to Boogiepop.
But hopefully you knew that before you hopping on this thing. But Noah's main thing while watching it was just because you think faster doesn't mean the computer moves any faster.
This bitch, bro. Lucy would like hack a computer and like times 4 speed, and I'm like, that's not how computers from 2008 work. That shit is still slow.
Yeah.
And she's in China.
Yeah.
Well, what was the internet back like that? Come on.
I don't know. Let's not diss China because we don't know China.
I don't know. They showed some ugly parts of China.
Yeah, well. So did you might have already talked about it, but so did that other fucking movie Chris Evans was in.
Yeah. That was like the same shit. That's like the same world. Bro, that is the same world. And I like the aspect that a lot of it was semi-reality based. Like it was stupid enough, but it had some real explanation. Like, okay, sure, she can move matter, but like the way it was said, at least it gave like more so a reason.
Yeah.
And she just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And then at the end, like you said, it's just full omnipotence. And that's just not... if you unlock 100% of your brain, which I don't even think the 10% is true. I think we have more than that, but I don't know. I think that was debunked. I could be wrong. But if you unlock 100% of the brain, the way you just... I don't know if you remember this. She went into the world, went back to her the creation. The monkey was Lucy. She went back to a monkey that was like a caveman monkey.
Yeah.
And she went back to the creation of Lucy.
It a monkey. Okay.
It was some primate.
It was, primate.
Yeah. Because she went back to the creation, and that's why she touched
all the way to the Big Bang. All the way.
Yeah. And the whole, she touched the monkey. How what's that art piece?
In a science way, they just made her God.
Yeah, but not at the same time. It's weird. That's why I don't. Yeah. That's why the ending was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because
most of it was like, what the fuck? The moment she started dropping people like that,
yeah.
I was like, the hell is going on here, bro?
She's like, boom, boom, and they started flying up, boom, boom, and you're like, oh shit.
I will say this though, there was 2 things that I mainly. There's one thing I thought about, but there's one thing I was, I looked at it, I was like, Scarlett Johansson
is cool.
When she makes action shit and puts on this badass, shit, she makes it look very well. There's some women that do it, that try to do it, and they just make it look corny. And that's why a lot of times when I do watch action, I prefer not to see women as the main lead.
Whoa! You are the resident sexist of the podcast, so that does make sense.
Who said the fuck I was the sexist?
All the comments.
Right. No, but
the comments I've been leaving lately.
I'm just being honest. Like, there is.
Is he spitting facts, chat?
There is I feel like there's very few women in action scenes.
All right.
Let me hit you this. Johansson, there's the other lady, the bald lady from Wakanda. They're all bald.
She's in the room right over there. She's gonna love that one. Okay, let me argue this. Mm-hmm. Has women gotten as many chances as the dudes to do these action movies? Yes.
Hell no.
Hell no. I think there's a lot of hidden gems that we missed out on because they put fucking Chris Evans in there. So.
I'm forward for it though. But
I'm totally
don't fucking give me fucking Tarzan. Don't tell me Tarzan's story and then throw a woman in there and be like, she's just as good as Tarzan.
No, because they buffed.
That is a fucking Tarzan.
They buffed Tarzan way too much. But I think the best example is what's the movie? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
But I'm not tripping over yeah.
I think movies like that is like.
I'm not tripping over color. Let me just put that out there. I don't give a fuck if Ariel's black.
What are we talking about now?
I just had to say it. Like, I trip over gender. I trip over gender for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not tripping over the race.
Guys, thank you for coming to the last episode of the podcast. Before Twitter gets to us. Twitter can't beat us.
You got to listen to my TED Talk. I'm not, like I said, I'm not tripping over race. I'll trip over gender.
The 95% of our demographic, the guys, they do agree with you. But I think for everything that you're saying that could be right is also like they didn't get the chance to fully. Because I think there's a lot of dudes that took the chance, that they were given the chance and they did not deliver.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying every dude does it well. I'm not saying every woman does it bad. But I'm saying from the ones that I have seen, Scarlett Johansson does it well. A few other women do it well. But a good amount do it corny-ish. But that might also just be the way they act. And rather less that it's a woman.
Yeah, and I also think it would be
Furiosa. Less. She was dope.
Who?
Furiosa.
Furiosa. Mad Max. Yeah. I also think it would be less relatable because the action scene and the characters are based off of like a boy's like. Yeah. Like this is how we played as a kid. Yeah. A lot of times, so it is based off of that because like Scarlett Johansson is like. Every time she plays a role, it is really good, and I never complained about it. Like she's never actually bad.
She killed a whole movie,
and she knows how to change
to the other thing
direction too.
She plays in these roles so well. She played in a movie where it was just her voice, and we fucked with it.
That movie is way too good, and also, Dakota? No. Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix is also just too good. So it was like two goats.
Hey, chat, I'm telling you, I don't usually be doing this with the names. Two goats. I'm on top of these names today.
Yeah, you're doing good. Denzel Washington as Morgan Freeman. I love that one.
Come on now. Slow Euro.
Her is. I did want to watch her again and then make this episode her because we did him. But yeah. Anyways. Lucy's really good. Lucy is like how I want live action anime to be.
Is Scarlett Johansson a top 10 actress or best actress? Like, that's the question. Who are the best actresses?
Is she top 10 of all time? Like anybody?
Top 10 of all time actresses, women.
Damn, just women? That's just crazy.
We'll start there. Can't throw into the big leagues.
Nah. This is what's wrong. I think she could. I think.
But if she's not top 10 in
she's
women
top
alone,
10,
why would she be top 10
she's like
in all?
Top 3 like grossing of all time.
People?
Yeah.
I believe that.
She's in. She's the only person I think in like multiple movies that have over like $1 billion.
I believe that. Fucking Marvel's doing numbers.
Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah.
And that other one.
But do you think she's a better actor than Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know. Robert Downey Jr. is pretty good.
What about Chris Evans?
But he suffered. Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Do you think Chris Evans plays any other character than the one,
I don't know, because, dude, Push, I would take Lucy over Push.
But Push was just a bad movie. And
then, I watched him in Fantastic Four as a kid. I didn't give a fuck about him.
Me neither. I did and didn't.
But I think
he was funny in that.
I think he's a solid Captain America.
Oh, I think he's an A1 Captain America.
Because I think that's what Captain America called for.
Yeah. If I had to choose a Captain America out of all the Captain Americas that ever Captain America, I'm choosing Chris Evans. That's Captain America's ass. Feel me? I mean, that's America's ass.
Honestly, Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, their chemistry is awesome.
Yeah. Were they in another
They seem
movie
like best friends
together?
They gotta be.
Either coming out or
you know what?
Have we seen recently? I feel like
she is better than Chris Evans.
She's better
for
than Chris
sure.
Evans? Okay.
I'll give you one thing that'll beat it.
Michael B. Jordan. She better than Michael B. Jordan?
We're not there yet. Let's beat Chris Evans first.
Okay, let's beat
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story was great.
I haven't, unless I'm missing something, I haven't seen Chris Evans do a Marriage Story.
We don't see him do too much drama though.
I think that's a big diverse. I think
I
that's
think
I think that's what wins the Oscars.
The most emotional and not like whimsical character he's gotten has been Snowpiercer that we've seen.
That one is awesome. Yeah,
I won't say out of all of them, but I will say out of what we've seen, Snowpiercer is probably his more, serious.
Yeah, I think that's because Captain America is my favorite superhero, and he was a big part of that. Mm-hmm. So I do love him, but yeah, I think Scarlett Johansson is just slightly better because I think if Chris Evans wasn't a Snowpiercer and you put somebody else, it might be just as good. But if you took Scarlett out of Her or Marriage Story, I don't think it succeeds. I don't think it feels as strong.
Let's not double back, but let's come back a little bit. I don't think Scarlett Johansson's better than excuse me, because I can't remember her name right now. Gamora.
Where's Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Is Michael B. Jordan better than Marlon Wayne? Is that a hard one? Two totally different actors.
Marlon is diverse a little bit though. After seeing Requiem,
yeah, because Michael B. Jordan.
After seeing him,
I know.
And then knowing what we know about the Scary Movie, series.
No, Michael B. Jordan don't got as many genres.
Pen to paper writing, like what the Wayans brother has done with like the Wayans brothers have done with comedy. Like I feel like that puts him a slight edge over Michael B. Not that not that we're comparing writing per se. We're comparing the acting part, but I think Marlon got that just by
if it's overall.
Overall, yeah.
I think the problem with some actors is, are they really good, or are they perfect actors, or are they really good that get top flashy roles?
Michael B. put passion into his projects though. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like he don't.
True, but speaking of,
you didn't answer my question.
What?
Scarlett better than Gamora?
Better than Gamora? I don't really put women up against each other like that, man. So that's really a hard question.
Well, nigga,
yeah, you're asking some interesting. I'm
not
really one to put women up like fighting against each other right that. But Marlon Wayne versus Michael B. Jordan, yeah, I'll put them up against each other.
You like putting black people up against each other, but you don't like putting women up against each other. Fucking sicko.
Hey, in these streets,
sicko, bro.
Only one of those fight each other,
I know her name.
And it's women.
Zoe Saldana.
No, she's great. Saldana. She's great. I think she actually might be the one also, or even more, in the top grossing movies because she's an Avatar, right?
Yeah, and we know
so she's technically like
one.
Top. She might be the one.
Not even fucking around.
She might be the one, and in those top movies, we've never seen her skin color once. That's how.
And she's also in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh wow, she's
the
one.
She
is. I think she's the only crush I had in.
She's also
Pirates
Star
of the Caribbean. She's great. There's the top act.
She's also in Drumline. I didn't know she was in Drumline.
There's the top of all time right there.
Yeah.
If we're going by numbers, she is the top of all time. She just beats everybody.
And the Avatar ain't even done. We still got 3, 4, and 5.
I know.
Fire and Ash
She's gonna be
out.
The highest grossing actress for the next decade.
She's in the Adam Project.
And how old is she?
47.
Yeah. That shit took less than half a century.
I gotta give me a scene with Saldana. For real.
Yeah, when you say it like that, though, it sounds sexual.
Hey!
We need to talk about Requiem for a Dream.
What's your rating for Lucy?
Man, that shit, like a 7. That's like a 7.5. I actually really like it. If I watched it back, I would enjoy it probably just as much.
She's also in a movie with. I didn't bring her up. Mila Kunis. Is Mila Kunis a better actor than?
No.
Fair. I'm not.
I never teared up to Mila Kunis. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did. When I thought she was breaking up with me, you know what I mean? In my fantasy. But
yeah.
She's also Zoe Saldana's in a movie with Mila Kunis, and they're like lesbian lovers. And I really want to watch that movie for no
particular reason.
No particular reason, but I really want to watch that movie.
Oh man!
But yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream takes the place over High Life for me as the fucking weirdest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. And you know, it's one of those movies.
High Life was one of those movies for us that was like 6.
Yeah. But this was like
this was a great movie. I ain't gonna lie.
And honestly, while watching it, Requiem for a Dream is a classic, and it's one of those movies ever since I really got into wanting to make movies and loving movies as a kid. I was conscious of this movie being like a thing. Yeah. Like there's a solid amount of movies that I'm conscious I am going to watch in the next like 10 years of my life. Yeah. That I have to watch because there's something here that no one else did. Yeah. And that Requiem for a Dream was one of them, but I realized while watching I had a modern problem because I started like accidentally thinking outside the camera, which is one of the things I tried to get away from the past like couple years from movies. Because, you know, you start studying movies and you want to make movies and you start getting really analytical with them. And that's where like the film cinema bro comes from, like that cinemaphile is what they call them. Like someone who's really heavy into movies. So I did get analytical for a while, and I'd be like, oh, the way they do this shot is this. And while I still appreciate that and do that now, I'm not as like psychotic about it. But some of the shots here, I was like, oh, it felt like, oh, they made a GoPro for the first time. And I like took myself out of it for like a second. But then the movie I quickly thought like the movie tried so hard to like showcase these like real life things that it like sucked me right back in. I think that's why I kept like, I don't know if you're looking at me, I kept doing this. I'm like, oh my, like I kept doing this because I was like, fuck, what is going on? Like I had to like mentally think.
You telling me I was in the back tweaking. I was in the back eating that.
I had a really. That's the grossest thing to eat. I'm sorry, while watching that movie. You watched the grossest movie while eating a patty melt. There was butt sex.
All right.
And some sicko is probably getting off to that scene. Requiem for a Dream had Jared Leto, Marlon Wayne. Who was the old lady? Betty something? The main characters were Marlon Wayne, Jared Leto, Jared Leto's girlfriend, which I'm sorry I don't know the name of, and then
she was fucking beautiful.
She was a beautiful woman. And the older lady, Jared Leto's mom. This was like the main 4 characters. And it was not the writing at all. It was the way she presented how, I don't know,
Jennifer Connelly is the
Jennifer Connelly.
Main woman.
The girlfriend.
The girlfriend, yeah.
The way
Ellen
Bernstein. We'll have to look into her. Because this was shot in 1990 something.
No, 2000.
It came out in 2000.
Oh, it was shot in 1990.
Yeah. So she was already, I don't know, 70 by then.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Unless the directors and producers took drugs and filmed this movie in a couple months and edited it in a couple months and dropped it all in that 1 year, that would be wild.
Hulk. I know I've seen her face from somewhere.
Original Hulk?
The 2003 one.
Oh, 2003.
This Hulk.
Yeah. One of the first modernized superhero movies.
Yeah.
And her role in this movie was it's such an old movie, so, if you haven't watched it, just go ahead and pause and watch it tonight. But it's such an old movie that
she went from Requiem for a Dream to Hulk.
She turned into the Hulk at the end of Requiem for a Dream.
She turned into
the way this actress pulled off an older senile person on the slang is uppers, but I don't know exactly what it was called. Opioids. What would the actual drug be?
You can just call it uppers. People know.
Because people do call it uppers. And they used a lot of slang I forgot that we still use now.
Yeah.
They used.
But we don't use jive.
No, we don't use jive. They used skag, which I hear a couple times. They used, obviously, bread for money. Mm-hmm. I think they used dope once.
I think bread and dough is like universal, though.
Yeah.
Throughout time.
Well, I think that started in like the 90s.
Okay.
But it just like, this stuff keeps. And it's really interesting because you hear a lot of new ways people say it. And yeah, but I this is the best movie we watched out of the three for me. Yeah. Even though James, I think, did the best acting out of any of these three movies. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
yeah. But like
James
seeing
is the actor, like James getting that moment.
Yeah.
He getting that. It's like bringing Eminem to a cipher.
Okay.
To a cipher.
I didn't know where. I didn't know. Oh wow, yeah. Okay.
It wasn't that night and day, but in depth, you know what I'm saying?
But every actor in Requiem for a Dream did realistically well. Like if I didn't know who Jared Leto or Marlon Wayne were, I would think this is like almost very realistic depiction of like almost a little more realistic than other drug type movies.
I was expecting after like you told me like, you know what I'm saying, around the time Jared Leto was like doing this movie, he was also doing the what's the song?
I think this is around when he was doing 30 Seconds to Mars. Maybe I'm a couple years off.
Yeah, like around that time though. So I was expecting his acting to be kind of very like
you expect that
worse.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of.
But I think he's just naturally very eccentric, weird, emo. Yeah. I think that's honestly he might have been just playing himself.
Yeah, low key.
And the girl, like, I didn't know who she was at first, and then she got so extreme by the end. Like, all the acting was perfectly fit, and it made me that alongside the strange composition of shots.
Let's break down her character real quick.
Really?
Nah. Yes and no.
Really?
She's like we could break down all their characters, really, if you wanted to.
I just like the old lady.
We all like the old lady. That's why what was happening to her at the very end was fucking us up so much.
Because
she was genuinely just a lonely woman who her husband had passed away. Her kid is a junkie.
Yeah.
Never comes around, and all she wants is grandkids and family. But she has this damn television and this pipe dream and no help and fuck. And when they was doing what they was doing at the very end,
there's the craziest scene I've ever seen in any movie at the end. Just
there's times where
the climax of every character's arc.
We made a joke, or I made a joke. I made a joke in the movie. During the movie, and I was like, because there was a guy that we once knew that worked with us, and he was like talking about Uncut Gems. I'm crazy with the names today. Uncut Gems by Adam Sandler. And he was like, I never experienced anxiety like I have when I watched that movie. Me and Noah both were like, really, nigga? I heard Noah say that like verbatim. Okay. He was like, really, nigga?
Yeah.
And
back in my heyday.
And I was like, back in my head, I was like, nah, I don't know about that type of anxiety. But I understand what he meant. Like, it makes you anxious with the fast paced and like the high stakes. I get it. It's any type of anxiety that comes with like anything gambling wise. You get into it and you get immersed, whatever. And I made the joke. I was like, he wouldn't survive this fucking film.
He wouldn't. This film, dude, I don't know. It gave me like an itchy anxiety. Like I need to like like I'm in the wrong street in the middle of the night type of anxiety, like some crackhead's about to come up on me. That's what it made me feel like.
Back home, huh?
Dude, actually, Jared Leto's character is like very reminiscent to where we're from, and the worst parts of where we're from, in a way.
We got a weird sex
because that's what they did.
We got a couple weird sex scenes in there.
Yeah, and surprisingly, half of those were for the character story. Like it wasn't just thrown in necessarily. Maybe it was. Maybe the director's a little sick, but
I mean.
Like 2 or 3 of them were like the character will go this far for money, for drugs.
Yeah, especially for the girl character.
Yeah.
It was very a depiction of that's why I wanted to do a slight breakdown, because where we start out with her, obviously the first thing I say is, she's gorgeous, because obviously the first thing I'm gonna see is looks. After I see your looks and I deem you gorgeous, or I deem you ugly, or I deem you whatever the fuck I deem you.
Oh, yeah. You deem them.
I proceed to break down who you are as a character. You know what I'm saying? I am watching like a hawk in a fucking sky, because I'm expecting you to be watching me like a hawk in the sky. I may not say everything up front and forward, but I'm looking, I am observing. Because if you're not as pretty in personality as you are in face, then that's an issue, and I gotta stay away from you, because you are no good for my soul. My mind, okay. My body. Hey. But anywho, yeah, she starts off very like. There's a few things that she says in the beginning where she's like, where Jared Leto's character is like, when I first saw you, I thought you were the most beautiful person in the world, and her response to that was like, I hear a lot of people have told me that. But when you say it, I just hear it, and like it's small, it's subtle, but it gave me the idea of like she's used to being called beautiful, she's used to being lusted over, you know what I'm saying, and not genuinely loved, and that's what they were really trying to tell us in that sense of dialogue. And you know what I'm saying? At first, you kind of nudge it off, but later down the lines, once you see the areas she starts going and the areas they start going for said addiction, men lusting over her provided for her addiction. So a lot of the people that be like, I can go deeper. I can actually fucking say these words that I'm thinking in my head that's moving a mile a minute. It'll come out a lot clearer. But right now, you understand what I mean. For the most part.
Like the viewers have no idea.
Yeah, they have no idea. Virtually.
Obviously, the best way to view this podcast is if you watch the fucking movie beforehand too, and listen to it, which may be like a gap. It might cut some people off. But we talk about other stuff.
Yeah. Break it down though. She also did that dumb shit. She did that dumb shit what women do, and then be like, bro didn't fuck up the bag per se.
I think men do it too.
But
gaslight.
But the way she did it was
like the way that thing women do. What's it called? Gaslight, manipulate me.
We gaslight. She victimized herself.
Yeah, I think by gaslighting, she was like, "You did this shit." She's like, "You fucked us up." It was the middle of the night. She's like, "We have to take the drugs," and he's like, "No." And then she's like, "We have to," and he's like, "Okay." And then it cuts to the morning, and she's like, "You fucked us up. You took it. Why'd you took it? You know he needed it in the morning." He's like, and it just cuts to him, and Jared Leto stops acting. He just goes, "What the fuck?" You can see in his face. He's like, "Are you for real, bitch? Are you kidding me?"
No,
last night
you dumbed it down, but like it was more like she was like tripping all through the night. She was more like tossing and turning, couldn't sleep. She's like, "Let's pop one off right now. Let's push." What
That's real, man. Yeah.
And he's like, "No." He yelled that shit. It wasn't no subtle.
Yeah, he got mad. He really got mad.
He's like, "No, we can't do that." And I'm like, first I was like, maybe you overreacted a little bit. You didn't have to yell. And then after she responded the way she responded in the morning, I was like, No, you should have smacked her.
No, she said she got up and she's like, I feel terrible. And he's like, you want some water?
Exactly.
And she's like, I want drugs. Give me something. And then in the morning they just got. It's just like, that's
that was the
what it does. That's what it does to relationships. Something that bad, something that crippling. It just makes you only happy with each other when you're doing that, because you've seen each other at the happiest. But soon comes the worst of it, and you can't survive that.
Yeah, that and fucking and it's just if you're really battling an addiction, I would let me put it like that. If you're battling an addiction, watch Requiem for a Dream. Because it is
That'll take you right out.
It's very heavily towards the.
It's crippling. The crippling addiction. It's what. Yeah. It's actually.
And it's towards
the
drugs
best term.
Heavily, but if you have any type of addiction, honestly, earnestly, watch it, and it'll probably have you thinking twice about your addiction.
And it shows multiple perspectives of like crippling in a way that it's one perspective is by. Maybe back then how it treats like women, maybe how it treats older people, and then how it treats like maybe like with the two guys, that one was more like the hustle and like peer pressure side of it, to where it was like you got to do what you got to do to get around, kind of business. Like they showed the highlights of that aspect, like the connections, the hustling, like. Which I'm sad they didn't get to Miami, because I would have loved like to see. I would have loved to see them in Miami, see like how they got to that, but they were all in New York, Brooklyn the whole time, pretty much. But the old lady affected me the most, because pretty much like you said, like it seems the most relatable, because most of us got like some older guardian women that like that could be.
Yeah.
And it just happened out of nowhere
and
for her,
And what really fucked with us, or what really fucked with me, is that it wasn't like she went out her way to get the drugs. It was more like she seen an opportunity, really was just honing in on a past memory. This is why when I talked to you about the one girl, why, like, when I would talk to her about certain things, and how she would always look in the past, it would bother me, and I always would try to tell her, like, oh, you live for right now. Don't live for back then. Back then is over. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they said in The Boys, you got to face your past.
That's what they said in The Boys?
Yeah, they said that.
Shit. Sponsored by
Amazon. We get sponsored by like just the craziest company. No one else. We just get casual sponsors. Amazon, Coca-Cola.
But yeah, just
any final thoughts?
Oh, okay, we gotta wrap it up.
We had an hour.
Okay.
And one day when we get an a hard drive, we could probably go up to 2 hours.
Real quick, this will be the last thing I say. It hurts and it hits because we can see it so easily happening because the doctor was just giving her stuff, prescribing her stuff, and we tend to trust people that we think are professionals in that field, so we don't think too much and twice about it, and before you knew it, she was already on and hooked onto a very addictive drug, very harmful drug. And her son, who does them, was telling her to get off it. She never did because she felt good in that moment. It made her feel better, and the whole time she's suffering from like things that are common, and that's just not wanting to be alone. As people, we aren't really meant to be alone, even though we find peace in solitude. But yeah, look out for your moms, man.
Yeah, that one.
My mom be getting prescribed a bunch of shit too, and
that one makes you worry, like about what they do when you're not there.
Exactly. Or what they're going through, and it hits me because her main point of dialogue at one point was like, "I'm lonely. My son doesn't come and visit me." My mom I haven't spoken to my mom in a couple of weeks, and I haven't visited her in over a year. This shit was hitting me. And like I said, doctors prescribe my mom medicine to deal with her blood pressure, to deal with this, and she lost so much weight since the last time I like lived with her and been with her like that, or on a regular basis. Like, and guess what? His mom was losing weight at an incredible rate.
Yeah, it was like,
so this terrifies me more than anything. So
it was like surprisingly what a lot of older people go through.
Yeah.
Especially when they have problems already and you can't reverse time to tell them like, hey, you should live this healthy lifestyle to like not have these things. It's already there.
Yeah.
They already the past was already done.
And I'm him.
And you're him, Marlon Wayne. You're Marlon Wayne.
No, I'm Jared Leto's character. Trying to hustle.
Jared Leto?
Trying to hustle.
But he turned into Morbius.
We're worried about the grind. Really, my mom just needs me around. And me not take her TV and sell it.
True. Yeah, stop doing that, man.
But hey, let's wrap it up. We are
the world. We
Boogiepop and the crew.
Yo, let us know in the comments what your favorite Jared Leto movie is, and
let us know
I think
who the best female actress is.
Yeah, and let us know what's your favorite James McAvoy movie is.
And Scarlett Johansson movie is.
Guys, this is a safe space to be sexist.
Because there isn't a Black Widow movie.
Okay, yeah. So, there isn't a Black Widow. Yeah, that one didn't do that well.
How you a good actress, but don't get your own movie?
Remember when that came out and it was COVID and no one cared? Yeah, I'm sorry. I watched it. Are you dead ass?
I forgot.
I watched it, bro.
Yeah, I did too.
We are the world. Let us know if you want a Discord for our community and a movie.
Yeah, and let y'all know what movie we're going to watch.
My goal is we get a Patreon, and if you buy the Patreon, you get access to the Discord, and we do movie nights once a month.
Fuck you.
Yeah, with an alien dildo, like High Life.
You didn't even talk about the scene, that last scene.
I'm not talking about that.
That shit was crazy.
If you want us to talk more about any of the movies we talk about in a podcast, just let us know. Yeah, leave a comment.
We would love to, honestly. We would deep dive into any of these movies.
And next episode, remind me, but we got to talk about Trump. Because Demon Slayer did. Fuck. I said Trump and the thing turned off.
Boogiepop.
We do this shit
every week.